Google. Let's go get them again.
What's going on, fragrance family? Welcome to the Robe Zoe channel. I'm your host, Mark. Today we are doing an unboxing and first impression on a Emporio Armani release, a flanker to Stronger With You. This one called Stronger With You Intensely. Now this is, of course, part of that collection. I am a fan of the original Stronger With You. I wear it from time to time. As you can see, I got a little bit of dent in my original bottle. I had it since, I believe, since launch. And then I ignored the line, basically. As you can see, I unboxed Stronger With You Oud a few months ago, back in May, I believe, of this year. I purchased all of them. I just haven't unboxed them all yet. So Intensely is getting its time today. I am a fan of this DNA, at least the Stronger With You DNA, as I do have a sweet tooth. Anybody that's followed me since day one on YouTube, you know Le Male, Angel Man, Givenchy's Pie, among others. I like a darker sweet designer release. Like I'm not a fan of these sweet Ambroxan like fragrances that have like an aquatic type of sweetness. I'm not a fan of that. I don't think Stronger With You is the best scent in the game. Far from it, but it does deserve flankers. I actually really enjoy the Oud release. So now it's time for Intensely. I do recall sniffing this, so this is not I say an initial impression. Yeah, I smelt this like I think in a Shoppers Drug Mart or a Sephora back on its launch time, and I put it on a strip. I smelt it. I was like, it's okay. It's a sweet fragrance. It kind of reminded me of the original, and I kept on walking. It wasn't good enough that I had to get it. I didn't put it on my list to purchase right away, but I did want to collect these once in a while, and this year I'm getting them all. So we're gonna see what this one has in store for me. Let's see. I got the big bottle, the 100 ml on this one. So let's see. Let's unbox it. It's been sitting here for a while waiting to be unboxed. Again, I got tons of things. You know, if you're new to the channel, I unbox things like 2 fragrances a week, and I still can't keep up. These are fragrances that I probably bought in 2021, 2022, and I'm still trying to unbox some of these fragrances. So we're getting through them one by one. This has much darker juice than the original, which is always a good sign. I absolutely love that. These bottles are very thick glass and they're heavy. I really actually like these. And this is kind of a, I don't know, like a more interesting, like EDG, like the original Armani stuff, like Code and all that. I don't know, like this is more, I don't know, I feel like this is a better line personally. These caps are absolutely garbage. I hate that you actually, not that it's a big deal, but you actually have to get it right to get it on. I don't like that, but attention to detail, love it. Let's sniff out Intensely. And it is going to be, of course, my scent of the day today, since I'm not wearing anything. I put too much on, probably. This is a sweet one. Yeah, this is exactly what I come to expect from this line, is something warm, comforting, a little bit of that spice there. There's some cinnamon in here, but I really like, and I like these, not right now, it's a little warm for that. We're in September here, but it's gonna start cooling, obviously, in Canada here very, very shortly. This has good amount of spice here. I really like that ambery, spicy, gourmandish type of designer release. I really like this. It has like that coziness. Spice is nice. We have some pink pepper here. We got some cinnamon, definitely. It does have it has a lavender in here going through, a floral. Not the best lavender in the game, but it's a secondary note. It's not a big deal. But yeah, the big thing out of this release is the toffee note. And it is gourmandish, and it kind of makes me go into the Werther's original, that candy that you get around Christmas time. Very vanillic. So I think there's tonka in here and there's amber, but a very vanillic aspect of it. And there's not much really to dissect here in an initial impression on these type of fragrances, because what you see is what you get. There's not much to dissect. It's warm, it's comforting, it's cozy. It has that, I like it. It's not, I'm blown away. Not that I was not expecting this. This is exactly what I was expecting. I really am looking forward to actually unboxing them all and then starting to see what differences there is between all of them. But this one's good. You know, there's nothing wrong here. If you have a sweet tooth like me, you're going to like this. If you don't have a sweet tooth, you're going to hate this. Is it something new to the game? No. The toffee note here, it's very sweet, but it's not, it's caramelish. But it's not, you know, very, how can I say, it's not very super vivid, like, oh my God, like this is super toffee. No. It's a lot of vanilla sweetness backing it in a caramel kind of toffee, thick, syrupy thing going on. But that lavender is also changing the theme a little bit. It's got a little bit of that cleanliness from the lavender. The lavender kind of reminds me of a dryer sheet a little bit, but there's too much of that vanillic sweetness. It's almost kind of like the trick that they do with Le Male. The lavender is really toned down by the vanillic quality, and I see it here a little bit, but it's very much, of course, it's much browner of a fragrance because it has a lot more of that toffee, caramelish. Yeah, so there's not really much more to dissect here. A very straightforward, simple designer release that is sweet, but also interesting at the same time. This is going to be great during fall and winter. I don't see any issues here. This is making me looking forward to the next one that I'm going to unbox. I think it's absolutely, I know I have leather to unbox. Freeze is also there, but I think Freeze is the last one that I need to unbox as far as when I purchased them. Freeze is the latest one that I purchased for the line. So I'm looking forward to collecting the whole line basically, but this is, it's good designer fragrance, period, done. I can't wait to see projection, longevity on this one. That will make it a little better if it does push. But overall, very simple, straightforward, sweet designer fragrance that is actually not bad. It doesn't make me want to not like it. There's a lot of designers out there that are sweet and are bad. This one's okay. This one's pretty good. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. And this is, of course, a fragrance that has been around the block. It's been out for a few years. This is nothing new. There's a gazillion fragrance reviews on it. But I'd love to see in the comments below the good, the bad, the ugly on this release, if you like it or not. You don't have to agree with me or not. I don't care. But yeah, not bad. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.